Record on this computer. There we go.
Moet ik trouwens nog opnemen met mijn microfoon dat ik je mijn audio kan sturen? Dat is iets beter audio dan...
Dit audio is onwijs goed. Of wat overkomt is onwijs goed.
Oké.
En volgens mij hoeft er niks meer aan te gebeuren. Het wordt allemaal opgenomen en ik heb een paar mensen die daar een paar trucjes mee uit kunnen halen met het nog beter luid. Yes, we zijn aan het filmen. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Daniel Bunda Branca. Where the fuck does Bunda Branca come? Wie heeft
Ik
het
had
jou
coolere
aangedaan,
bijnamen,
man?
man. Ze noemden me eerst Keenan in Brazilië, omdat ik was blond en ik had een roze bitje. Dus toen noemden ze me Keenan, naar Keenan Cornelius. Toen werd het Backstreet, van Backstreet Boys. En ik zou zelf graag Vliegende Hollander heten, of Hollandees wel door. Maar mijn coach uit Santos dacht er anders over, dus die noemde me Bunda Branca. En mensen vragen gewoon, ja, omdat ik witte billen heb, blijkbaar.
Ik vind het een geweldige bijnaam. Ik moet het eerlijk zeggen, het is een van de top bijnamen die ik ooit gehoord heb. Ik hoop zo erg dat jij in de top van de IBGG komt. Gewoon omdat je het verdient, omdat je er onwijs hard aan werkt, maar ook om te kunnen lezen. Bunda Branca, World Champion. Oh my god.
Ik was een keer bij een seminar van Bouchesha en die kende mij dan via mijn coaches. Nee, Bunda Branca, je moet het zo en zo doen. Dus de mensen weten ook gewoon dat ik...
Het is gebeurd. Het is gewoon jouw ding nu.
Ja, man. Ja,
Maar
het heeft alle eigenschappen van een bijnaam. Ik vind hem zelf niet zo mooi en andere mensen wel. Dus dat
hij is geweldig.
hoort erbij.
Het is een van de top. Het is net als Rodolfo Vieira, die gaf de bijnaam aan Cara de Sapato.
Ja, daar word je ook niet vrolijk van.
Nee,
Shoeface.
Shoeface. Kan je nagaan. Maar nou ja, uiteindelijk onwijs bekend geworden door Cara de Sapato.
Ja, man.
Zelfs in de UFC beland.
Hij is ook gruwelijk van die gast.
Ja, man. Hij is gruwelijk. Inderdaad. Man, nogmaals, hoe is het met je right now in deze gekke tijd? Het is het einde van de wereld, man. Het is pandemie, protesten. Er was vuur in Australië. Het is bijna allemaal opgebrand. En hoe hou je het vol? Wat doe je allemaal? Let us know.
Ja, in het begin vond ik het wel lauw. In the beginning I liked it. But because I had like a lot of extra time to do other things, like read books, learn new skills. But now, I'm pretty done with it. I just want to go back to training and teaching and competing. But I'm still doing my thing. I'm writing a lot of articles, making videos, training with my kettlebell, doing solo drills. So I stay busy, but I can't wait to get back.
Man, I can only imagine. I was almost going to do this whole interview in Dutch.
Yeah, man. I know, like shit.
I didn't even. It didn't even cross my mind at one moment. But yeah, man. It's a weird time. I'm happy. How are you keeping up? I mean, what's the predominant thing that you're doing right now, just to keep up with everything?
Right now, like I'm doing a lot of kettlebell training. I train with my roommate. I do some jiu-jitsu. With my roommate. So we have some mats in the living room, and we train some jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And I just started teaching a group of kids in Leiden.
Okay, cool.
So I'm teaching I think normally they're doing judo, and now I'm teaching some like outside classes, which is cool for me to learn how to teach kids, and I can finally make an extra buck of it. Reading a lot, working on some new skills. I did that Google digital course.
How was it?
It was okay, like not too like you get some ideas about digital marketing, but I already read a lot about it, so there's not a lot of groundbreaking things. And I learned how to use Adobe Illustrator, but I'm still really shit at it. So, but I'm working on it.
We're doing all of things. We start doing crazy shit in this.
Yeah, man, exactly. It's like when I'm injured, I always learn new skills when I'm injured. I learned how to play chess. I know to guitar chords. Guitar chords.
You were learning chords, how to play it?
Yeah. So only when I'm injured, I learn those kind of stuff. And now.
Oh man, that's amazing.
But yeah, I don't get injured too much. So I'm not really good at playing guitar. Thank God. So I'm just trying to stay busy, but I do miss my old routine and miss seeing my students.
Dude, we all do. I learned how to bake bread
Oh, nice.
this
Yeah, I
winter.
learned that too. I baked some bread.
You did the
Yeah, yeah,
sourdough
I love
stuff?
cooking. Yeah, yeah. No, sourdough not yet. I baked the normal bread. I'm really into flatbread. So I made my best one so far was a naan. I made a really good naan. What else did I make? Just like I learned how to
I
make
love it.
flour tortillas as well.
Oh man, the
Yeah,
food. That's my
yeah, I love
biggest
food.
problem. It's never gonna be. I'm never gonna die of drugs or anything like that. It's gonna be food something.
Same, man.
It's gonna overeating.
Yeah, I'm really happy. Jiu-jitsu keeps me lean. Otherwise,
That's the next thing we have to do. We're gonna start a cooking channel for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighters. You know, this is how you make naan bread.
you got to teach them how to make feijoada in the Netherlands.
Oh yes, that's true. I did comment it before we started this whole conversation. We were talking a little bit, and guys, feijoada. If you're a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter and you don't know what feijoada is, then please return your current belt to your teacher and go stand in the corner.
Stop
Shameful.
posting things about acai. Learn what feijoada is. Learn the real stuff.
Feijoada is, man. That is the basics of building the Brazilian body for Jiu-Jitsu in a way. Yeah, but speaking of which, you know all this stuff. You've been there.
Yeah, man.
You went to the homeland
Yeah, a
to
few
get
times.
the inspiration. But let me start. I really want to know. I'm really so curious. How does this all begin? Where did it come from? Why Jiu-Jitsu? How did you end up in it?
And beginning. So
All the way back.
all the way back.
Okay.
It started with boxing, I think, in high school because I was a pretty lazy teen. Well, not lazy. I just did a lot of video games. So
Yeah.
I was pretty small and I didn't know how to defend myself. And then some of my classmates they started to do boxing. Um, I don't know if you heard of Bep van Klaveren.
Oh,
Yeah, legendary Dutch
yes.
boxer, and I trained with his younger brother. It's like an old
Really?
school Rotterdam guy. Yeah, it was really cool. And
Wow.
then one summer, like most of my friends stopped, and the coach Wim van Klaveren he passed away. So like I quit boxing as well, and I started watching UFC, and I started playing the video game as well.
Oh, the UFC, the EA.
2009 I played. Yeah, yeah. No, before that, the one before.
Which one was that?
I think it's UFC 2009 or something. I don't. Maybe it didn't.
Oh, cool. With
Broke.
who was on the?
I think Brock Lesnar. Wait, let me see.
Oh shit! Yeah, man.
See game. Yeah, one of those. So that's when I first heard about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like BJJ, what the hell is that? I've never heard of BJJ. So I started Googling it and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Some weird sport. And then I wanted to learn how to fight MMA. So I started Googling and I found MMA in Rotterdam was really nearby my house. Like I lived on like an outside area of Rotterdam and it was like really close to my house, like 10-minute bike ride. So like, okay, let's go there. And it was basically just no-gi grappling and then some punches involved. Sebastian Mook taught my first class. I don't know if you know him.
Yes, I have. I have heard of most of these guys by now.
He used to win a lot of
Good
things.
teacher. Good teacher. Good
He's
man.
good. He's good. Yeah, very friendly guy.
Good dude.
A huge nerd as well, but he's really cool. Um, and then I started training that. Like I wanted to become an MMA fighter. And at the same time, I was working at the Albert Heijn, the supermarket. And one of my coworkers was a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Christian Elderson. He also used to win a lot of things when he was a blue belt. And he's like, no, you have to come train with a gi. And every time I went to train grappling and somebody from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu came, they kicked my ass. And so I decided to go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I slowly fell in love. And yeah, eventually got really addicted to it and didn't stop.
How long has this journey lasted by now?
Ooh,
Since I can tell you.
damn, I think I was 15 when I started boxing. So maybe 16, 17 when I started training MMA.
Yeah. Now, how old are you now, man?
I'm 26. I just turned 26.
God damn it, 26 years old already. It's so goddamn young. I should have started earlier. That's what I keep telling myself, man. That's not true, guys. Whenever you start jiu-jitsu is the perfect time for you to start.
Exactly.
Just
Like
do it.
the thing about the tree, right? The best day to plant a tree was 30 years ago. Second best time is today. Something like that.
That is, you know what? That is going to be a clip. That's going to be a shareable clip right now. Daniel Defoe, the best day. Oh, damn, man. That's amazing.
Patches.
Uh, God, dude, but you ended up, man, you did some phenomenal stuff already. I mean, I've been watching your videos and competition and everything like that. It's amazing. It's
Thank
amazing. I think, and yeah, one of the amazing things I saw is your technique, man. It's really, really good.
thank you.
I mean, I've been doing it for not all too long. I've been doing it for some time now, jiu-jitsu, and I'm no expert, of course not. But man, I see you fighting, and it's a joy. I see you like technically going through it, the planning. I mean, this is athlete level stuff. You
Thanks a lot,
know,
man.
I mean, that's you can see the difference between a hobby fighter and somebody that just likes to fight and a real athlete into it. Somebody that's really into that, man. And it's good to see. It's good to see. But you, man, what you went to Brazil? You went to the home country. What was that like?
That was really cool.
How many times did you go?
Think six maybe, six
Oh,
times. Every time around 3 months. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more.
I'm, go-
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a passport. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I've had a lot of offers from sisters and mothers that wanted to marry me for the for the visa, but
I'm gonna get you a passport right now, man. Okay, don't worry about it. I got somebody for you.
nice. Yeah, man, it was really cool. I just went there because I wanted to fill some time between my courses on
Yeah.
university, and I went to Rio. I just wanted to do like the touristy stuff, but I went to Santos because someone told me that it's supposed to be good there, and I really fell in love with the place, with the people, and since then it really changed my life, and I wanted to live off jiu-jitsu after that.
Where did you go train in Santos?
The house. I got there because of Manchinha. He used to be the head coach at
Oh yeah.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy Amsterdam. And I asked him for advice to go to Brazil, and he's like, no, no, don't go to Rio, go to Santos because the training is better there. I go to Thiago and Palito. I already knew Palito, Gabriel Holo, because he did some things in Europe as well. He went to Prana once, so like I knew
Oh
his
yeah.
name and I saw him beat up a lot of good guys. And I went there like eventually because I really liked Rio as well, but I wanted to try out the advice. And like I felt at home immediately. The people were so nice. They were really attentive to the training, and yeah, they really took me under their wing. They really appreciated my like my input because like I'm not the most talented jiu-jitsu fighter, but I am really hardworking. So like I would show up to every class even though I had to bike 30 minutes from and to the gym, and I would just go there whenever, not caring about being tired. So they really put a liking into me, and yeah, that I really appreciated that. So I just kept coming back. It changed my life.
Dude, yeah, man. If you put in the work, the people over there, they're gonna like you. You
Yeah,
know,
man,
they're gonna
definitely.
respect that. Definitely, dude. And did you get to do like you did 6 times you went there?
I think 5 or 6. Yeah.
5 or 6. Oh, man, that must have been like once you go there, you want to keep coming back. I mean, and I've seen on you have a YouTube channel, an amazing YouTube channel, by the way, man. I watched almost everything, and I forgot to like almost everything. I did subscribe, you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm that kind of asshole. Yeah, I just
Creeper.
watch it for free. I don't like. No, 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 no. I'm gonna go back and like everything, man. Dude, those are great advice. I mean, I am from Brazil. I'm technically half blooded, so I've spent most of my life there, and I see things different. And the way you explain the stuff that you put on there, man, it's spot on. I was like, oh yeah, right. I mean, gringos have to think like that, you
Yeah,
know. You have to like consider that part of the story in as well. And dude, everything was spot on. I mean, you really know that place.
yeah.
But
The first time I went to Rio, I was like I was like most people that would go there. Like I just was a foreign guy, and I came into Brazil, and I just saw everything from the outside perspective. But since I went to Santos, I really became part of that team and part of that family. I had really good conversations with my friends, and like I started to really understand the difference in culture and the difference in rules. So I think I can like see it from both sides and explain that to both Brazilians how the Europeans think and how to the Europeans how Brazilians think.
man, that is amazing. Where did you like to train the most? Where was the best? I mean, and what are all the places as well? I mean, I want to know everything you went to.
For me, the best place will always be the House Fight Company in Santos,
Yeah, I can imagine, man. That's
because
great. That's an awesome place.
yeah, the coaches are super good. There's always high level people passing by. Buchecha, whenever he's in Brazil, he's there. Michele Nicolini trains there a lot. Thiago Sa. So a lot of good guys come there, and the
Yeah,
coaches
that's
and my teammates are super good as well. Where else did I go? I spent a lot of time in Rio as well at Fight Zone with Rico Vieira, really good coach as well. Um, I trained at BJJ Lab in Sao Paulo, but most of my training is at the house.
at the house mostly. Right?
Yeah, the first time I wanted to get to know different places. Oh, I trained with Felipe Costa quite a bit as well.
Oh, that's a cool guy, by the way.
Yeah, man.
He
So
seems. I saw him. I saw him at a distance, you know, and he seemed already like a really nice
very
teacher and a cool
friendly,
guy, man.
great teacher, speaks good English.
Oh, dude, I did not
Yeah,
know
he's
that.
good. Yeah, but for me, like every time I go there, it's not because I want to like learn to know different academies. I go there to train with my team, which is the house. Right now, that's how I go
That's
there.
amazing. Yeah, man. Fidelity. That's also good.
Yeah, man, yeah. I think it is.
Staying with the family. I know, man.
It's good to learn
There's
from different places, but it's also really good to like build up a connection with people and learn everything from a few people.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, and how was it going with the? Well, of course, there's the amazing moment. You were the first Dutch guy to win the Brasileiro.
Yeah, that was sick.
Ah, that was sick.
Yeah, man.
What weight category did you do it in?
That was light feather, so I really had to start myself.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's
What is
61 and a
your?
half kilos.
What's your walking weight?
Now I'm 68, 69.
Oh, damn! How much you dropped? Like how much?
Yeah. Oh, back then I was a little bit lighter. I did go up. Like I didn't want to cut too much anymore. But I would say I would have to cut 5, 6 kilos for that.
Oh,
And because I'm
damn,
pretty
man.
light, it's quite a lot of weight.
No, that's hard, man. Every kilo,
Yeah,
like, oh, you miss it.
yeah,
That's still an amazing feat, dude.
yeah,
It's you were at the time purple belt, right?
yeah, yeah.
Dude, that is one hard belt to do the Brasileiros in. I think that's one of the hardest.
Yeah, I had a really good day. I felt really well. My mind was really good, and in the final had a really good matchup. The guy was really good, but his game fits really well with my game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of things that I know well how to counter. So I managed to finish him, even though I think he won Worlds at Rooster a few years back. So he's a really
Wow.
good guy, but yeah, it was a perfect fit for my game.
Perfect, man. How did the fights go? How did you feel? Like I know that I went I went into the stadium a couple of times, and the pressure in there is
Yeah, it's
just
sick.
oh man, it's
Yeah.
insane. How did you feel?
Um, I felt good. We had a pretty big team. We had like 6 people, I think, from our team. We went to Rio to fight there, and yeah, I'm a real tournament fighter, you know. So I like my confidence and my skill. They build throughout the tournament. So I might be a little bit nervous in the first fight, and then I get better throughout the tournament. So the first 2 fights were like really close. I think one I won with the advantage, other maybe ref's decision, and
Hmm.
then semifinals I got a guillotine choke, and the finals. Like my coach, he knew my opponent, so he told me exactly what was gonna happen. So he's gonna when you're gonna pull guard, he's gonna jump for your legs. He's gonna do double legs, so you have to sprawl and then pull again, and then he's gonna give you his head, and then you're gonna guillotine him. Like okay, yes, we'll do. And it happened exactly like that. So yeah, it also really helps me to have my coach in my corner because he really knows my game. So I got the guillotine. I managed to sweep him. Um, wait, yeah. And then I got on top, did another guillotine, and I switched to Darce choke, and I managed to win.
Dude, that is amazing.
Yeah,
That
that was
is
really.
awesome.
It was really hard to believe that oh shit, man, I actually won the
The Brazil,
championship.
damn it. And you finished it. You subbed.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Dude, that is even sweeter. I mean, the metal tastes different then.
yeah, man. Yeah. You have to win. You have to sub if you're a European guy in Brazil.
Oh yeah, just oh that is when
No,
they'd
it's
say
not true, by the way. I
no,
never.
I'm not gonna say it's not true, but I've seen it happen. I've seen them go like
Yeah,
if you're not giving them a clear point, they won't give it to you. They might be
yeah,
a
it's
little
true.
bit like that.
But like so far, like maybe also because I speak Portuguese and I have like a famous coach in my corner that also helps. But
Yeah, that helps. That helps. That
yeah,
helps a lot.
I
I
haven't been
mean,
screwed over too badly.
All right, man. I usually don't care as much what the referees say. Just you. At this point, I'm just like, let's fight. Let's fight.
Yeah.
I want to go to win, but in that sense, man, that's awesome. How did you said something interesting? You said like you're a real tournament fighter, so your confidence builds up during
Yeah.
the thing. How's your mindset before you start? I mean,
Mm,
is it like the same? How is the fear? How is the going into it mentally? Do you prepare on the day before, week before, month before?
Usually a week before I start visualizing the tournament. So like I close my maybe before sleep or something. Not always the best idea because my adrenaline goes up and here like in bed thinking about fighting. But I try to like stay calm and visualize the fights maybe a week before. And then my nervousness really depends on the tournament. Usually I'm a lot more nervous for small tournaments than for big tournaments because for small tournaments people expect me to win. So I feel like I have to live up to the expectations. And
Oh,
then for big tournaments, I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'm not. Nobody's gonna suspect me to win, so all I can do is just take out some big names if I'm lucky and do my very best. But there's less pressure, so I'm less scared of big tournaments, I guess. Um, and then before the fight, like I really try to get in the zone. So I like to listen to Dutch hip hop, and I really like I want to kill my opponent. Like I'm not there to play games anymore.
really? Is that the mindset? When you go into it, like, is it take all everything mindset, or is it I
Yeah,
don't
because
care, or
my
how does?
personality is very calm. Like I'm a very calm person. I'm quite friendly if I say so myself. Like I'm not a very aggressive or mean person, but like to balance that out, to find my zone, I need to pump myself up and get aggressive for the fights. Because I already lost a few fights where I was too calm and then I get overwhelmed by the opponent. I think if you're really aggressive, you have to calm down a little bit more. But I'm really calm, so I have to hype up more.
That's interesting. That's interesting. You did a video about this, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, yeah.
Mental game. Yeah, but I wanted to hear it from the source too. So that's
Public
why I'm
lies on
here, man.
YouTube. Can trust
Yeah,
me.
dude. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to hear how people go in through their mental games. I mean, I'm completely the opposite. It's for
Yeah,
me,
how do
it's
you
more
do?
like a game. It goes like I'm very nervous, but then when I step, I know that it doesn't matter what I do. I'm not going to be nervous either way. It's the moment that I see my opponent, I'm going to go like, "What are you going to do? What what am I going to react to?" It's like I'm like excited to. Okay, I'm excited. It's in the same way as like it's in a conversation. I'm excited to ask questions he can't answer, and I'm excited
Yeah.
to see like, oh, are you going to do this? Take this and this and this and this and this. What do you do if I do this? And then yeah,
Yeah, I think that's also a really good mindset. I know some high level guys do that as well. I think Tarek Hopstock sees it as a game like that as well.
yeah, they keep
Yeah,
smiling the whole time. I mean,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
fun. At the end of the day, I did pay to join, so I'm going to
Exactly. Yeah,
have as
you're there
much
to have
fun
fun.
as
It's
I
your hobby.
can. I want to win. I want to kill the people, the person that is inside of me, but I want to kill him with friendliness instead of
Yeah.
with an actual something like death. I wouldn't wish death
Don't kill him
on
with this.
people. But yeah, I get the feeling too, and I wish I had it. I wish I had something in me that went like, I'm going to destroy you and take your soul with the kibura or something. Yeah, rip somebody's head off. No, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. It's
Yeah,
good to hear, man. That that is your mental game in a way. I mean, has it evolved since then, or have you
definitely.
done a bit of changes?
Yeah,
What?
I've been really calm. I've been really aggressive. I think now I found a nice kind of in between where I'm in my own zone. Like I think that's the main point to for the mental game. It's like to get in the zone and like whatever gets you there,
All right.
you should do.
Do you impose your game when you're doing this whole thing, or do you wanna catch them in like in a question and answer kind of game, or do you really wanna grab and do what you do?
I actually was talking about this with a student of mine, and I'm really a specialist. So I have a few moves I'm really good at. I'm not like Jonathan Gracie, for example, who knows like everything. Like the guys from Atos, they know everything. They know how to play guard takedown. Like I have a few really good moves that I know if I get them, I can tap almost anybody with them. So I always try to force people into that move, and then depending on my opponent, I will see which of my favorite moves I will use on him.
All
If that
right.
makes sense. So I
Yeah,
have
that absolutely. I would recommend. Would you recommend that to people that are starting right now with
no
competition? Basically,
beginner should be. like learning a lot of different things. Like it's easy
Alright.
if you're. It can be like a shortcut at a white belt if you get really good at, I don't know, triangle or something. If you just get people with triangles, but that's gonna kick you in the ass when you're getting to blue purple belt because people don't fall for just one move anymore. So it's
Yeah,
good to
that's
like
true.
learn a lot of things.
Man, when I didn't learn jujitsu too long ago. And compared to what's going on right now, this evolution is crazy, man.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, it's what when I learned and Birimbolo came up. That's the moment I started learning, and people are doing so many crazy variations to that stuff. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous,
Crazy.
man. I don't even try it. I look at it and my back hurts. I try to learn as much as I can from it because I love everything that's going around. But man, where do you see this going? What's gonna be the next great move?
Ooh, I think. Tough question. I think lapel's gonna still evolve a little bit, like the lapel game. There's
Yeah.
some things to evolve yet. I think takedowns are. I think most people say this right now. Takedowns are gonna be the next big thing, really deciding factor in fights, especially in nogi.
What do you think of the lapel guard? Is I mean,
There's some I like, there's some I don't like. I think if you have the lapel, you should use it.
yeah.
Like I do win a lot, some more tournaments no gi than in the gi, but my game is very different. So in the gi, I do use the lapel. It's not that I try to force like my no gi game in the gi. So if you have it, might as well use it.
Ah, awesome. Can you tell us about your game, or is this
Yeah,
giving away
yeah.
state
No,
secrets?
no, no.
What's the favorite submission? Let's start from the
It's,
top. Let's start from the end and then work ourselves loud
for me,
slowly.
it has to be the guillotine because it's so versatile.
Really?
I use it to sweep, to pass, to finish. Yeah,
Guillotine, really?
yeah.
Josh Hinger style or
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. I took some things from him, a lot of things from my coach, Thiago, a lot of things from just watching matches and trying things out myself. So it's a
yeah.
bit of a combination.
Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. Guillotines. Look at that. And how do you build up your game to do that?
I don't know, man. Kind of naturally. It was the first submission I managed to get some good guys with.
Yeah.
So it like naturally found a place into my game, and then now I'm using it. Like I have a kind of a system for it where I differentiate between controlling guillotines and finishing guillotines. So I use it for like every task in jiu-jitsu. I can use the guillotine for sweeping, passing, mounting, like whatever I can use a guillotine.
We're gonna need an instructional soon.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Yes.
actually. I already wrote one out, but I need some.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
goddamn.
yeah.
Yes.
I need a place
Yes. I
to.
love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Great. How is your, how are you building this up? I mean, I see you're giving classes too. You said you were giving classes to kids.
Yeah, but it's outside, so it's not real jiu-jitsu class. It's more like solo drills and
Oh, cool, man.
yeah,
But still, I was talking to Frank Munoz
yeah.
and in another podcast, and he was doing he did some kids stuff too. And
He's a kickboxer that went to jiu-jitsu, right?
yeah, a world champion kickboxer, man.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Yeah, I
guy is
remember one of my
amazing.
students had to fight him, and it was like his first tournament. Yeah, yeah. It's like,
Yeah, the guy's a
oh,
beast. The
man,
guy's a beast.
I have to fight this guy, man. I think he's a really good kickboxer. Like, oh shit, man, you're fine. I don't even remember how the fight went, but my student was pretty good. He used to
Oh
be
yeah, man.
a high-level rugby player, so he was pretty athletic as well.
Oh man, no, yeah, Frank is a amazing fighter, lovely person. I mean, just lovely person.
Mm.
And I was talking to him about like teaching kids too, and that requires a special skill. I try to do it. I can do it.
You can
Is it
or
my? I can,
you can?
but it's not my very favorite thing. And I see people that actually are. I'm not good at it. I'm not like. I wouldn't say that I could do it for the rest of my life. It doesn't work in my brain for some
Mm-mm.
reason. I'm not. Maybe I'm not the very fatherly figure that I'm supposed to be. But there's some guys out there, man, and I imagine you being one of them that just have a gift.
Yeah, I like teaching kids. Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, yeah. Depends on the
And
kids
then
as well, like their age and how they're like for me it depends a lot on the country. It probably depends on how they're raised. Like I don't know if it's per country. I know the kids in Brazil, they're really cheeky. Like I don't like teaching them too much, especially the young ones. In America, they're super well behaved. That was a huge shock for me coming from teaching Brazilian kids to teaching American kids.
wow,
And here in the Netherlands, they're pretty well behaved as well.
dude, how did you end up teaching American kids?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
Um, I uh, I went to Nogi World and Um,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, I needed a place to stay. You know Kieran, right?
Yes, Kieran. Yeah,
Yeah.
I train with him now.
Yeah.
I'm rolling into the gym. I miss him. Kieran, if you're seeing this, I miss you, man.
We miss you, Kieran.
I miss you, Kieran. I'm gonna have him on. I didn't even ask him yet, but he's busy with some stuff, and I'm like doing the whole invite list, and I'm inviting every single person I can
Nice,
see.
nice. Yeah,
But
so
he's
I told Kieran, it was at in Rome for the No Europeans. I told Kieran, yo, Kieran, I'm going to LA for No Euros. He's like, oh yeah, I know a guy. Last time I was there, he invited us over to stay. I'll hook you up. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, this guy's a blue belt and he has his own academy. Okay, yeah, what? Okay, oh, okay, sure, yeah. So I sent this guy a message, and he's one of the co-owners of Academy Jiu Jitsu in Downey, California.
all right.
And he's like, yeah, sure, stay with us. We live here and here. You're welcome to stay. We have a spare bedroom. Just help me teach with the classes a little bit. And I love teaching, so there was no problem for me. And I helped with the classes. I helped teach the kids, helped teach the adults, and that's how I ended up there.
Dude, that's amazing. That's
Yeah,
amazing. So he has his own
brings you
place.
places.
That's really cool, man. This guy opening this up. Shout out to him, whoever he is.
Yeah, man, Eduardo.
Eduardo.
If he listens, Eduardo Lemon.
Hey, man, if you ever see this, Eduardo, thank you so much for being this amazing human, dude.
Yeah, super
That's
cool. Yeah, and
cool.
he hosts a lot of people. Like what's the name of that Italian couple, the really skinny guys? Andrea Verdemara and his wife. I think he hosted him and his wife as well. Like he's a roosterweight
Oh,
Italian guy,
oh, I think I know who he is. One
right?
of my teachers was a rooster weight too. Being a rooster weight teaching me. That's
Life must be fun. Life can be funny for roosterweight.
man, it's that there's something I have to tell you guys, and whoever is listening to this, go find yourself like a lightweight jujitsu fighter to learn jujitsu. I must say, like, there's some big guys out there that really are good, that really are, but there's never going to be a guy that's going to be like, if you're a lightweight teacher, you're probably better than the big guys. I mean, it's I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. My teacher was Rooster. He kicked my ass. He fucked me up. He fucked me up. He wasn't man. He was good. And I imagine you guys, like you being like a lightweight teacher, you know the techniques a little
Yeah,
bit
I think
more detailed.
one thing my first coaches like didn't do wrong, but like one thing I didn't really like is that they didn't really like adjust the techniques for different people. So like they would show a technique, and like I was the only 16-year-old kid. They were all just 40-year-old big guys, and everybody got the same technique. So when I'm teaching, I'm always keeping in mind like the different body types that I'm teaching. And like I also know like some techniques will work for me because I'm small and flexible, but they won't work for a heavy guy. So I always try to put myself in the other people's shoe. And if you're really heavy, I think you don't need to do that as much because a lot more techniques will work for you. So I think that's why it helps to have a light coach.
The advantage I had with a light coach was I learned how to be more flexible. So
Mm.
I'm doing like a lot of too flexible stuff for my weight class. So I had to adapt that too, you know. I learned a lot of flexible stuff, people, but then I started doing it to 120 kilo guys, and it was like, oh my god, I'm being smashed.
Yeah,
Wait a second,
exactly. Yeah.
what happened? Where am I?
Yeah, it's easy to be flexible if there's not 120 kilos pressing onto you.
Yeah, that is. Oh, by the way, I saw you fought somebody at that level. Did you, man? How scary is that if you're a smaller guy,
mm, I
or
train
don't
with
you
big
even
guys
think
all the
about it?
times. No, not so much. Like if it hurts, I tap. There's always an easy way out. Um, yeah, if I die, I die.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, you don't have any like yeah, okay, I can understand that. Okay. So you would join Absolute, no problem. You would fight Absolute
yeah, maybe
competitions.
now at brown belt, because now like at purple there's still a lot of level differences.
Yeah.
Maybe here at local tournaments as well at brown belt, but like at the big tournaments, I I shouldn't be in absolutes. Like I'm not gonna do European absolutes. There's like those 5 kilos when you're all at like at the brown belt level, they're a big difference.
They're
At
hard,
purple belt
man.
and like at local tournaments it's okay, but at high level tournaments like I don't have
It's
any place in
hard. It's hard. I know the difference, man. Being at 120.
it. Yeah, and I know the difference too. Like when I train with like girls or with rooster weights, like you feel it. You can really feel the difference. So
You feel you're
Uh,
more powerful, right? Yeah, I
yeah,
know it, man.
definitely. It's a big thing. Like people always say, jiu-jitsu is all technique. But when the level is similar, yeah, strength is a big deal.
If you think jiu-jitsu is all technique, go to Brazil.
Yeah,
They'll explain it differently.
my coach always says, "So now faz força quem não tem." The only guy
Ah,
who use force is the one that doesn't have force.
damn boy, your Portuguese is good.
Yeah.
It's
I
good,
learned the
man.
hard way.
Wow. You could almost give classes.
Yeah, I
Hey,
do teach class in Portuguese. Well, I
we
don't teach Portuguese classes, but I teach jiu-jitsu class in Portuguese.
dude, we have to get you that passport, an honorary passport.
Yeah, man, hook me up. You don't have any fun cousin.
We're gonna talk. We need an honorary passport for this, dude. I mean, yeah, man, it's amazing to hear that it brought you all the way there and it gave you like this whole different. I mean, what were your plans before this? I mean, not that any 16-year-old would have any plans in any
Mhm.
way, but
No,
I
but
mean,
I
did
did.
you see yourself go in this direction? And
No, for me, it was just a hobby, like to stay fit, to learn how to defend myself. I studied public administration,
uh,
and then I did crisis and security management as a master.
wow,
So I would probably like be working for government or like a big organization, maybe like law enforcement. Um, but like halfway through my master, I decided to do like try to go for it, try to live off jujitsu. Um, because then I saw like I think I had what it takes, and like the people I trust, like they were confident I could do it. So that's when that became an option, and that's what I'm working towards now. Oh well, I try to work towards when shit is not locked down.
oh man, I tell you what, you're doing good. You're doing
Nice
good.
one.
You're going on the right direction. I mean, if it's something that you really believe in and you spend the hours in it. I mean, sky's the limit. Sky's the
Yeah,
limit.
exactly.
And you do. I've seen you fight. You have the talent for it, man.
Nice
Don't.
one.
I really believe in it. If you need more encouragement, I mean,
No, I'm good. I'm
I can
good.
go on. There's a list. There's a list of, you know. But yeah, man, you can absolutely do it. You can be one of the big guys out there. I
Yeah,
absolutely
and
believe
now
in
I'm
it.
like I'm preparing for opening up my own gym, so I'm interviewing a lot of gym owners in the country, like to learn from their the things they did, like to learn the Dutch rules, because I speak a lot about running a gym with my coaches, but in Brazil everything is a little bit different, of course. So now to try to gain some knowledge of the Dutch scene as well. And yeah, it's going well
Yeah,
so
man.
far.
Yeah, man. That's a good idea. Stock up on information, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
mean,
doing.
yeah, man. Where do you want to open it?
Definitely Rotterdam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I wanna up the level of jiu-jitsu in my city.
Cool, dude. Cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool. That's amazing.
Uh,
What are the plans? Well,
uh,
as soon as the lockdown is over,
no,
that
so
is
yeah, that
that
would
is
be
what
the
I want to
best.
know.
Yeah, because well, probably the lockdown for me is a good thing. Well, I say that now I'm getting depressed because I can't train, but I'm really happy. Like I didn't open my gym yet, so I don't have any like pay any rent. And probably when this is over, there's gonna be like a financial crisis, and a lot of real estate is gonna be available for me to open my gym in. So there's also like good things for
There's
me.
some good things are they coming out of that. That's true, man. Oh, dude, I can't wait for you to open your gym, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
As soon as it's open, I want to be there. I want to be there.
Nice. Yeah, I'll invite you
I
for
want
that.
to get my. I want to get my. I want to get guillotined. Yeah. If I see good guys fighting, the first thing in my heart is like, let me go over there and get my ass kicked this once, and then try to retribute. But then I don't know. But yeah, that would be awesome, man. I would love to see you like grow in this. I would love to see you be like you're getting your own gym and everything like that. I mean, you
Yeah,
deserve that.
yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah,
The
I
hard
have
work you're investing in it.
big
I
plans.
mean, shit, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. What is the future? But as soon as it's over,
No, so
how hard are you going to train?
man,
And what is the and also another very important thing, what advice do you have to give? What advice would you give to your students and subsequently to every single student that is watching right now?
right now for lockdown or for afterwards?
For right afterwards.
Right afterwards. Like if you didn't keep up your conditioning throughout the lockdown, definitely go slow in the beginning. Like don't go straight back into your like 5 times a week if you did that schedule. Like to build it up a little bit slower. Yeah, my main goal was like right now I would be saving up money to open up my gym. So for me, like I stay busy anyway, but yeah, I just want to get back to saving up money, teaching a lot of classes, private classes, seminars to save up money, and then after that I want to open up the gym with it, save money.
Cool, man. Cool, yeah, you gotta do that. Shit. I mean, and how about the whole thing is also, I mean, you've now gone a little period without the competition. And especially with this lockdown still pressing on and everything like that. How is your mindset when you think about it? Okay, I have to train and go back to it. I mean, do you feel any nervousness, or is it like, I
No,
can't wait to go back on the mats and start?
yeah, mainly that. And I think it's actually also a bit of a good thing that there's no competition because it forces you to. Well, it doesn't force you. Like you're not forced to always play your A game. Like before, like I'm always working on new techniques, but then maybe 1 or 2 weeks before competition, I'm just gonna go my A game. I wanna win every role. And now because there's no competition inside, I can really open up my game, learn new things, study new moves. So it does help that there's no competition. It's like there's also a positive side, but yeah, I can't wait to test the new techniques I'm working on.
You're gonna become a wrestler. As
Ah,
soon
no.
as take down everybody left and
Uh,
right.
the living room gyms are are too small to take out.
I am
Unfortunately.
training, and you won't believe this. I'm training in a place that is like, well, let's say I'm doing solo drills.
Yeah, me too.
I'm doing some solo drills with some people out there, and man, we're doing takedowns in this small room.
Really?
So we put, the dude, it's amazing. The dude put like mats on the walls and everything like that. Man, we're just
Well,
smashing against walls and like
yeah, that's a good one.
almost dying, but it feels so good.
Yeah, my solo drill sessions are usually on pretty small mats. There's no no
There's
space.
no way out. I mean, I
Unfortunately.
know what it is, man. But we got to keep that solo up.
Yeah, we gotta keep solo drilling with your friends.
Man, I don't know. Are there anything? What else is coming up on your YouTube? What else is going to you're going to
Oh.
give us? I mean, I saw the whole travel stuff. It's amazing. I mean, it
Yeah,
looks
it was
great.
bad timing though because Brazil's now on a big lockdown. We
I
can travel there.
know, but anybody right after this, guys, take a look at it. Even if you can't, like, if you can't travel right now, which you can't, I would still look at it because you have a little bit of sense of a vacation when looking at it. I mean, it looks
Yeah,
great.
like a digital vacation. Yeah, exactly. Just watch the videos. You don't need to go anywhere. Save money.
Save money,
Buy
be
the
safe.
book. Way cheaper than a flight. Yeah, man. What else on the agenda? To be honest, I've been really busy with those kids classes as well. So I didn't have too much time to work on my YouTube. I just released what I think is one of my best videos about berimbolo defense. So and that was really fun for me to make, like a more in-depth study. So I definitely want to do more of those. When everything is back to normal, I want to go back to White Belt Wednesday, like a series where I fix white belt mistakes, like common mistakes white belts make.
That was
Um,
one of the videos that I saw that I thought one of the best. I honestly have to say, your white belt stuff, I mean, the basic stuff and the beautiful things you were doing, man, that was amazing to watch.
yeah, I think there were a lot of people like that. Yeah,
Man, it's great. I think a lot of people look it up too. I think it was one of your most watched videos, right?
I think my most watch is how to beat bigger opponents. I think
Oh yeah, well, but that was sensational. Come on, that's
yeah,
the real
my most
life.
watch is definitely the fight against that big black belt, and then the second one is how to beat bigger opponents, like my
Dude,
strategy.
dude, that was amazing. That was that's a real life David and Goliath right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
who doesn't want that? That's a hero's journey.
it gets reposted every few weeks or every few months. I always get tagged, and it feels like, oh, who's this guy? What's he doing? It's
Poor guy.
yeah.
Is he Dutch?
He's Belgian, I think.
Oh, poor
Belgian or
guy.
French. Yeah, poor guy.
Luckily, he's Belgian.
Yeah, he's actually a hip hop artist. He's a rapper.
Oh, cool.
I think Fab Fire is his hip hop name. Let me Google it.
All right. We're going to find you,
Oh yeah,
whoever you are. Big dude,
yeah. Fab
get
Fire.
ready.
F
Get
A
ready
B
to
F
become
A
famous.
Y A. Yeah,
All right. You know what? I'm going to
very
give it
friendly
like,
guy, by the way.
I'm giving it a section here. Did you see this space right here? If I get the editing people to do some magic and place the video over here somewhere, just for a couple of seconds so we can find it. Not the whole thing. Not the whole thing. That's mean. That's poor guy in highlight reels. And that's one of the things I'm so happy about. I am in nobody's highlight reel.
That's one thing. You know Clifford? Probably don't know him. Clifford Edwards.
Yes.
He's,
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about somebody else.
he's a Aruma black belt. He lives in Abu Dhabi now, or
Mhm.
Dubai, or somewhere in the desert. And he told me that once, like, you want to put the guy in your highlights. You don't want to be in the guy's highlights. Like, yeah, man, us.
I almost thought I was going to end in a highlight because I got straight footlocked in 30 seconds by Yakuza.
Oh shit.
When I was purple belt about 5 years ago now. I have no idea. 5, 6 years ago now or something like that. 6 years ago. No. Oh my God, I'm old. God damn. I'm old when I got 6 years ago. I got like straight foot locked in 30 seconds. He just dove on my foot, and I was like, "Oh, I'll get this up." Well, I didn't expect
You
that.
didn't know
First
him back
time,
then.
I have no idea who he was.
That's why I thought you could take it out.
I know. The moment you put it in, I was like, "Oh, well, I do what I always do," and then just start. The moment I touched his leg to peel it off, I went like, "I'm." God damn.
Yeah, nobody taps two footlogs until they tap two footlock to a real good one.
I know, and the first thing I did after that was strengthen my feet. Everybody that got me in my footlock, I said, just take it. I don't care anymore. I want Pajipan. I want a Pajipan.
You need to train your foot as well to like. It's a bit of like actual physical defense, like technique defense, but a lot of it's also practice and like toughening it out.
I don't want to get to the level Meow is at. That's ridiculous.
Man, I saw their feet. I was warming up next to them at Grand Slam in London last year. Their feet are all weird, man. It's like a huge ankle. It's crazy.
I know, man. They're not normal. They're another level.
Yeah,
I mean, I saw their feet and their hands.
Yeah, I know.
I'm afraid for the future.
Yeah, at Cicero's, the gym they came up in, if you tap to a footlock in a tournament, you don't get lunch on Monday.
Oh.
Is what I've heard.
Oh,
but I saw my friend Marcelo Fausto. I went with him to a tournament. I think I already told this story once. I don't know where. But he went to a tournament and he tapped, I think, 3 or 4 Cicero students out with footlocks. Like, they don't tap the footlocks.
Oh.
But they had to tap. Yeah.
Damn. Footlocks are a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, I was growing up in a time in jiu-jitsu where they did not like it. If you footlocked somebody, it was wrong. Boo. Boo. Touch your foot. Oh, boo. Zapatero. Safad.
Zapatero safad. Yeah, I've got called that before.
I don't know why. I'm happy that it changed, though. I'm happy that it changed because it's a great big part with beautiful things in it.
Yeah, my coach comes from like from Santos, and their footlocks have been a big thing. I don't know if you know Cavaca, Rodrigo Cavaca.
Cavaca.
Yeah, of course. So he used to be my coach's coach. He was really big into the footlocks. My coach also I think he learned it from the same guy Cavaca learned it from, the American guy. Rory, I don't remember his name. But like they were pretty early with the footlock, so they've been doing it for quite a while. Like even when it was still seen as something bad.
Yeah, man. Cavaca had an amazing guard game. And it still has.
Yeah, especially for a heavyweight like you, it's good to watch.
Yeah, man, that was a really, really good guy. Really good. Evangelista too, with those straight footlocks. Oh, just looking at it goes like, oh my God, I have to start learning that stuff eventually.
Have you followed what happened with Cavaca recently?
Huh?
Have you followed what happened with Cavaca recently?
I have no idea what happened.
Oh shit, man, he got I think he posted a few Instagram videos about it. He got scammed by you know when you're on Instagram and you get like a message from a hot girl, but you're not sure it's a real account.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Catfishing.
So he got catfished?
Yeah, catfish, man, but really bad. Like the gym almost closed, and yeah, man, he just brought out a few Instagram TV videos about it.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he got blackmailed, everything, man.
Oh damn, man, you gotta be careful nowadays.
Yeah, man. For everybody's listening, watch out, man.
Guys, watch out.
She's too beautiful for you. If she looks too beautiful, she probably is. If you're ugly and a hot girl sends you a message, you know.
And you're not rich.
Exactly.
And if you are rich,
if you're not a black belt, even if you're a black belt.
Don't trust them. Don't trust those messages. It's not true. It never happens. It never happened, and it's never gonna happen unless you're really rich.
Exactly.
It's not gonna happen, dudes. I mean, forget about it. Oh man, that's horrible story,
Yeah.
dude. But yeah, I can. Poor guy, poor
Yeah,
guy.
it was
He's
tough.
also a really nice guy, by the way. I mean, a really, really nice guy. I saw him like at the Europeans once.
Mm.
Dude's amazing. Most of the people in jiu-jitsu there are like really, really nice guys. But well, man, you have to take care. There's this. I feel bad for him now. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna
Ja,
look
es
him
war
up.
so, ich finde es auch
I'm
gut.
gonna watch. I'm gonna watch that stuff right now, man. I'm gonna watch it in a minute, dude. How can you? Yeah, don't be fucking around with girls. Speaking of which, like the horrible news you I heard from what's her name? Redhead, jiu-jitsu, super famous. I love her. Oh my god, she's so
Dutch?
good. No, Brazilian from De La Riva.
Ah, Claudia
Uh,
Duval.
Claudia Duval, man. I love that woman. She has like the perfect homoplata and everything. You heard that story that came out about her?
Which one?
The one that De La Riva?
Oh, yeah, man. I
Man,
saw
did
that.
that get any resolution? Because I didn't hear anything again.
I don't know, man. I saw, think, I think, what's his name? De La Riva, he posted that it's not true or something, that it's really all about family. I didn't see how it ended. I just saw the interview and a post by De La Riva.
Ah, man, poor girl.
Yeah.
Poor girl, man. I mean, that's a bitch situation to be in. Either way. Either way. I hope they get out of it. I mean, but the other part is jiu-jitsu is getting to the point of being famous that we are getting to know about all the drama
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
happening
yeah,
around. I mean, the drama is coming up, and when you start also experiencing drama, that's when stuff is starting to change.
yeah. Yeah, I'm lucky. Like my coaches are really deep into the jiu-jitsu scene, so I already like I've been getting drama for a few years already. Like I don't need
You
to.
started hearing the
I
stuff
get
that's
like the
happening
behind
around
the
that.
scenes stuff. Yeah, yeah,
There's a lot.
yeah.
There's
There
a
is.
lot. Oh man, that's cool,
Yeah,
dude. What I we've been at it for a while, and I'm loving it. And I'm gonna have to say honestly that we are going to have to do another one. What do
sounds
you
good.
think about it, man?
Let's
I
do it,
was
man.
thinking, maybe we could watch a couple of fights together. I
Oh,
mean, there's
nice.
a couple of fights coming up in Jiu-Jitsu and Nogi. I mean, which I also wanted to ask. Well, how is the Nogi? What do you prefer, gi or Nogi?
I like both. Whenever I'm training a lot of no gi, I miss my gi. Whenever I'm training a lot of gi, I miss the no gi. I usually do a little bit better at no gi competitions. I think most of my big wins are no gi, like European championships, Brazilian championships. Um, but yeah, gi is also really fun. I did win some good things in the gi as well. But yeah, I like both. No, really.
Oh man, I think we should. I shouldn't get that separation anymore because now the thing I realized when I came here to the Netherlands was everybody was doing Nogi. It was really hard to find a gi school, which I found with Kieran
Yeah, yeah.
at the time, and I was like, okay, because gi in Brazil or no gi in Brazil is kind of a weekend thing, of what is it? Every Friday we do nogi,
Yeah, exactly. We do the exact
right?
same thing. Yeah.
Oh no, like I forgot your because and you know why that is?
Why?
Because people have two gis. So they
Ah.
use the gi on Monday, they use the gi on Tuesday, then they use the clean gi on Wednesday and on Thursday. So on the
Yeah.
cleaning days,
Oh,
there's no
smart.
gi for Friday. Oh, well, I forgot my gi and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have the same. No, but like my coach, they're really good nogi. Tiago here already won the world at black belt nogi world.
Yeah, man,
Palito
Chuck is amazing.
went to ADCC.
Hmm.
Um, so my gym does also have like a lot of people that prefer nogi. Like people switch teams to train nogi at the house. Like we had a
Oh
lot of
man,
people
that's
coming from
amazing.
Zenit to train more nogi.
Dude, I
So
have I have to eventually go there too.
yeah, it's like
Yours called me to go. Yours went, right?
yeah, he went to that gym. Yeah, exactly. That's the
I
gym
have
I'm talking about.
no, but I have to go there too, man. It was like it looks like an amazing place to like
Yeah.
spend some time to sharpen the game up. Well, are you going back or not?
Hopefully, if they ever open up again, the country.
I think so. I
If
think it's
if nothing happened, I would be there right now.
really in this
Yeah, yeah.
vacation time.
I just saw it on my Google Calendar, like planned trip Brazil 6. And I'm like, oh shit, man, I should be there.
Depression.
Yeah, but then yeah, you can't do anything about it.
Dude, what do you wanna? What is there anything in your heart, anything in your mind you want to tell the people right now that are suffering and sitting through these crazy times and are craving in this how can I say this, you can feel the anticipation of a bunch of jiu-jitsu fighters in the air going like, let me train, let me
Yeah,
train.
man.
What would you tell these people, man?
Stay tough. Watch a lot of matches. Do solo drills with your friends. Buy some nets. Yeah, man. Try to stay fit. We're all suffering, man. Let's hope shit goes over soon. There's not a
Let's
lot of
hope it
things
goes
we
over
can do
soon,
about it,
man.
unfortunately.
Oh man, that's too bad. That's true.
I liked
Dude,
your podcast, by the way, about like grinding through the corona virus. Like your solo podcast, that was good.
I was ranting. I was
Yeah, man, the
angry.
rant. That's
I
nice.
was angry. I'm gonna put out another few rants.
Nice.
There's going to be one about Mark Rutte, which I'm going to address to him personally.
Fuck him up.
I did. So one for John Danaher. I hate. Every single podcast I do, I at least talk once about John Danaher. It's good and bad publicity for him. I hate you, John. Talk normally. It's not senkaku. It's not that. Stop it. You're not Japanese. Stop it. You're an Australian. Talk with an accent.
Should be like a
God.
returning segment, like John Denner hate, and then put like
I
a.
hate you, John. I hate you. Talk normally. You're an incredible techer. You're doing incredible stuff. But
You should put
explain.
like an alarm, like a bell when it rings. It's like, oh yeah, fuck John. Almost forgot.
Well, you come on. You've trained in Brazil around. Has anybody ever explained something that much to you, or was it do this?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh no, and then usually you don't do that. Bochecha, bunda branca. What are you doing? Do this. Okay, good. And then walk away. And that's what they taught
Yeah,
me. That's how
exactly.
they taught me.
That's how I learned jiu-jitsu.
Man, that's how I learned it. I used to ask my teacher, I can't get him off me. And then they look, try harder.
It's easy, man. Jiu-jitsu is simple.
It's just so simple. Oh my God. When the equilibrium of the person is overlapped on his left collarbone and you press down on his pinky toe, he will die. That shit. No, stop it. Stop it, John. I hate
Yeah.
you.
He does have some good insights, but it can take a pretty long time for him to pass it over.
I refuse to buy his. Well, okay, that's not true. I have his DVD. You know, I bought.
But you
I
didn't
bought
buy it.
I did. Copyright. I did. Copyright. I did buy it. I have the receipt, John. Stop
Yeah,
it.
I'll buy him.
And I did. I watched the whole thing, and then it was so insightful yet so boring. I had to fight through it. I had to stop that DVD 17 times in a row.
Yeah,
But
do you already know the trick to listen to John Danner? The hack? Play it
the
at
heck?
1.7 times speed. Then it's doable.
Oh shit! Then it's a normal DVD.
Yeah, man. Then it's followable.
Play it on mute, but I can't even put it on closed captioning to read the letter because that's too complicated reading for me. That's
Hard,
fifth
man.
level English. I can't read
Yeah,
that shit.
it's over a level more. With
That's too
jiu-jitsu fighters.
complicated. I'd rather read law books and stuff like that. No.
Way simpler.
Dude, I had an amazing time.
Yeah, man, it was fun.
Let's do this again. Let's watch some fights together. Maybe we can
Let's do it.
comment on them. I
Nice.
mean, I hope to see more of you on the YouTube channel, man.
Yeah, man, I'll try to get some more videos going.
And yeah, and I think that is for this time. I think we have a lot more to talk about soon, man.
Definitely, yeah.
In the future, when everything is done, and I'm gonna visit as soon as we can.
Nice. Yeah, always welcome.
Let's hook up, man. And,
very good idea. Next time I go to Joris in Amsterdam, I'll try to put it.
Oh, that would be so good, dude. Let me know. Let me know.
Yeah,
I'd love to be doing some training with you, man.
Nice.
That would be awesome.
Very nice.
So, guys, I have given you Daniel de Groot a little bit of a story, a little bit of what's up. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and there's going to be a part 2 for sure.
Oos.
All right, let me stop this recording.